Jesus did not come into the world surrounded by power or luxury. He came quietly. No palace, no army, no crown made of gold, just humility, peace, and truth. Before the miracles, before the crowds followed him, Jesus lived a simple life. He worked with his hands, walked dusty roads, spent years in silence before the world knew his name. And maybe that was the first lesson of his life. Greatness does not always begin loudly. Jesus never chased fame. He never begged people to follow him. Truth carried its own light. While others searched for attention, Jesus searched for hearts. One of his strongest habits was prayer. Before sunrise, he would step away from noise and spend time with God. Not for performance, not to impress people, but because private prayer gave him public strength. When pressure increased, Jesus became calmer. When crowds became louder, he became quieter. He understood something many people forget today. A restless heart cannot hear peace clearly. Jesus often spent time alone, on mountains, in silence, in prayer, because strength grows in quiet places. He also noticed people others ignored: the lonely, the broken, the rejected, the sick, the forgotten. He moved toward hurting people while others walked away. That is why people felt peace around him. He listened, he cared, he stopped for people. Imagine having the power to change the world and still taking time for one hurting person. That was Jesus. He spoke gently, but carried incredible authority. Not arrogance, truth. There is a difference. Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. Think about that. The one who could command heaven chose humility, while others demanded honor. Jesus served quietly. His life proved real greatness is not about standing above people. It is about lifting people. Even during storms, Jesus carried peace. While others panicked, he remained calm. Fear never controlled him. Faith did. And today, many people are fighting invisible storms. Fear, pressure, loneliness, anxiety, comparison. Jesus understood the human heart deeply. That is why his words still touch lives today. He never chased riches, never built palaces, never needed luxury. Yet the world could not ignore him, because influence built on truth lasts longer than influence built on popularity. Jesus spent time with ordinary people, fishermen, workers, families, children, people with broken stories. He did not search for perfect people. He searched for willing hearts. Even after betrayal, Jesus still chose love. Some people allow pain to turn them cold, but Jesus carried suffering without losing compassion. And near the end of his journey, when darkness surrounded him, he still chose forgiveness. That is not ordinary strength. That is divine strength. Jesus changed history without armies, money, or political power. He changed the world through truth, humility, faith, and love. And maybe the greatest lesson from his life is this: real strength grows quietly, inside prayer, inside humility, inside discipline, inside forgiveness, inside love. So when life becomes heavy, remember the habits of Jesus. Pray even when nobody sees you. Protect your peace. Stay calm during storms. Serve people quietly. Forgive quickly. Love deeply. Trust God completely. Because the loudest people are not always the strongest. Sometimes the strongest soul is the one that stays faithful quietly. Jesus never promised an easy road, but his life proved that darkness never wins forever. Hope survives. Truth survives. Love survives. Jesus lived simply, loved deeply, served faithfully, trusted completely. And the quiet man from Nazareth changed the world forever through love, powerful enough to outlive history itself.